My dear ones, this is a follow-up of my dream of the word Mishnah, Mishneh, and the letter Nun, which means that miracles will be performed for me. And why would a miracle be performed for me? Because I dream of the letter Nun. The letter Nun represents the 50th gate of Binah, which can only be accessed through the feminine, through Binah. There are 49 gates that are available to us. And as we approach, well, as I had this dream on Shabbos Hagadol, which is the beginning of Pesach, and then Pesach leads us into the 49 days of the counting of the Omer, which leads us to the 50th day, which is Shavuos. And so it all starts, the preparations start on Shabbos Hagadol. And the 49 gates are available to you when you say the Shema. The 25 letters of the Shema Yisrael line, and then the 24 letters of the Baruch Shem Kavod line. Remember that we hold our hand over the eyes for the Shema because it's through the ear, through Binah, but it's not. We don't see. The seeing, the 50th level is when we see through the eye, through the left eye. We see. That's the 50th gate. Through the eye of Binah, the 50th gate, the feminine side. And only through then can we attain the 50th gate, which is by sight, not hearing. The Shema is involved with hearing, but its 50th level is sight. And that's why we cover our eyes, to show that we say the Shema, and then we open them and say Baruch Shem Kavod, and then and we're a witness, because a witness has to be an eyewitness. An ayin dalet, a witness, ad, aid. And that's what happens when you think of Binah, when you dream of Binah. And remember, my dream of Binah was that the Mishnah comes from the feminine. The second comes from the feminine, from the woman. And that was the dream yesterday. And why would it be, if you have two nuns in the word, would it be even a higher level of that? Because that brings us into Teruma. Teruma is 1 in 50. But it's 2 bushels of the 100 bushels. It's a double portion. And that's the letter Nun. And that's the letter Nun in the dream. The letter Nun is associated with seeing over that of hearing. Because you see it for yourself. And this nun here led me to something else, because the miracles are happening for me. And it has to be through the 50th gate. So the 50th gate is 49 plus 1, which is the Shavuos numbers. 7 times 7 plus 1, which obviously relates to Shavishi, Yom Shivishi, 7, because there's 7 of those 7s. And then we're 1. There's also a level here that I want to talk about. Since I was reading today, and I've been preoccupied by, I'm doing the morning prayers here, and I see the word man, because to me man is everything, and I've been receiving man. Word man has the letter nun. And so that's that 50th gate. And then I saw the first letter of man. The first letter of man is a mem. This first letter of man is a mem. Well, then I say to myself, it's talked about, they don't talk about the 40 labors or 39. It's 39, it's 40 minus 1. It's mem minus 1. The 39 labors are 40 minus 1. The 40th labor, which is the labor of Shabbos, is the highest labor. And this corresponds to the 50th gate of Binah. The 40th gate of the labors, which it's a funny word because labors have to do with the woman. You know, the 40 weeks of labor. And for a child. And then the 39 labors, so it's 40 minus 1. The minus 1 is the big labor. And isn't that the same that we have in the teruma when you take 1 of 40? See? So the teruma is either 1 of 50 or 1 of 40. And this 40th labor corresponds to the 50th gate. And I've said that Bia, intercourse, is the 40th labor. And for me yesterday, sleep was the 40th labor. So I could receive this dream of the nun. So in my 40th labor of sleep, I received the 50th gate. And so what did I receive on this day? I received man. It's the 40th labor of Shabbos is the mem, and the 50th gate is the nun. And so the mem nun is the 50th gate. It's the miracle. It's the nas, the miracle, which is also nun samek. And so it brings us into the samek as the 1 in 60 for a cheapo on teruma, but it's really the highest because in this 1 in 60 it's added, so it becomes samek and an aleph, and that's Ein Sof, 61. But let me get back to man, the 40th labor of Shabbos, where I received this dream of the nun. And the whole idea of the man, because there's a double portion on Yom HaShishi, on the 6th day. There's a double portion, and I have this dream of Mishnah, double. Mishnah, second, double. Mishneh. And that's the feminine. And it's the feminine, it's the intercourse of the 6th day into the 7th day. And that was my dream that the source of the Mishnah was feminine. Yes, the second is feminine. The second portion, the double of, 2 of, Mishnah. Now, on top of this, when I originally got this idea, while I was doing preparations for what I call Pesach, it came to me that while I'm doing the word man, that 40 minus 1, that's 39, and 50 minus 1 is 49. And these 2 words together come out to be 88. Now what is it that's 88? besides the piano keys, which is an interesting thing now that you think about it. Because that combines the two miracles of the 39 labors and the 49 gates. And so the 90 is Man, added those two last gates, but 88 is what? Tick-tock, tick-tock. When you do both ways of Hanukkah, the Beth Hillel and then the Beth Shammai, the Beth Hillel candles progress, the Beth Shammai candles recede. When you do double portion on the Hanukkah, you get 88 candles. You do 88 candles, which is the combination of 39 Shabbos laws and 49 gates. And the two gates are the Nas, and in fact in the prayer, don't we say Nas of Hanukkah, miracle of Hanukkah, in the Bracha? And these two extra portions also can correspond to the teruma of just the bits. Any portion, so to speak. So that's what I've gotten from that dream yesterday. I have another video that I'm going to put on about, but it's scattered. This is actually the essence of the dream. The essence of the dream, of the nun in a dream, in any dream, is the 50th gate. And remember, you cannot access the 50th gate through the right. You must access the 50th gate through the left, through Binah, through the feminine, through women. Even when you hold your hand on the eyes, one becomes the gods, the wife of God. The male becomes the female of God in a Binah sense. Oh, it's just deep. The 50th gate is only accessed through Binah. I didn't make that up. And the 49th gate, the 40th gate, to me, is accessed on the Shabbos. Again, the feminine. Where that relates, don't know. I mean, is that also Binah? Is that or the 50th gate of Binah is like Malkus of Binah. The 50th gate of Shabbos may be Binah of Binah. It's actually Keta becomes when it's complete with Didada. My point is this: the 50th gate comes from Binah. It can't access from Chokmah back. It drops down from Keta into Chokmah. That's how we start the path. But it can't access back from Chokmah. It has to access back from Binah. And that's the 50th gate in the Nun. And the Nun in the dream relates to this. Wow. Let me stop.